I got a gift. There you go.
This thing is stiff.
Yeah, it is stiff. I hope it fits.
My head's not that big.
I hope it fits.
There you go.
Does it fit? Oh, snap that thing. Does it fit? Kind of a little loose?
No, it's loose.
It's too loose. Shoot. I gotta return
my head's not that. How big do you think my head was?
Maybe we could put a ratchet strap on the top and ratchet it down. I know what's wrong. I measured it with your hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're thinking I had a lot longer hair on
I thought you had long hair.
Man, this thing is... I could bury myself in here.
Yeah, you'd be like that dude on the Knock Boys. Did you see that video?
Yeah, I remember
where
that.
he's like sitting there like this, trying to hide behind his hat.
I didn't remember they're this big.
Yeah, that's a daddy one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's just plain... I've been wanting one of these, actually. So thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Now...
Well, okay, maybe...
This for all the Amish.
Do you want to know where this place is at?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I do. Maybe I can take it back and...
Get it. Yeah, you can get it exchanged.
Did it come with a warranty?
Yeah, it came with a warranty.
Yeah.
They will service it for free for the first year.
Yeah. I'm going to look at which one looks the best. If I wear it is it like a trooper hat like that? No, I can't. Yeah. Or like this, where it's like, this is a mall cop, and this is a state trooper's like this.
Oh, okay.
A mall cop's like this, and then a ranger is like this.
Straight across.
That's the difference.
Hey, you remember the movie of the 4 cowboys? What was that movie called? It's like they're all 4 walking down the street. It's like
does it go?
No, it's definitely.
I think everybody knows that sound.
Shoot, I was gonna look it up before we got on the podcast because I wanted to talk to you about it. Anyway, they're an inspiration for me wearing this hat. Because one of my favorite actors in that movie wears a straight brim hat. So.
I feel like I know, but I don't know. I'm gonna take it off. It's too heavy. It keeps going down on me. I'll put it right there.
Yeah, there you go. Put it on top of the...
Yeah.
So what else? What else we're going to get into?
Thinking the difference between... we're talking about YouTube. Then there's TikTok.
Yeah.
And there's Instagram and Facebook. It's your experience that TikTok, you get a lot more attention.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Although we have a bigger audience on YouTube than we do on TikTok.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, almost double.
Yeah.
Now, I think the reason for that is because I don't acknowledge TikTok as much in my videos.
Right.
And, I mean, that could be one reason. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just thinking it probably is a reason why. And then the other thing is I don't pay as much attention to TikTok as I do YouTube.
Yeah.
Just because it's shorter content.
Right.
And I'm not really into shorter content. I mean, it's okay, I guess, but like I want to produce something that adds value to people.
Yeah.
Like, and not that short content can't, but TikTok as a whole has been like labeled as this platform where people are just silly on,
Right, yeah.
So it's like YouTube is more geared towards educational, and I think our content for the most part is that anyway, so it's longer form content.
Yeah.
And but yeah, no, like my niece, she's done really well on TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, all of her stuff. I mean, it's so crazy how fast she does those videos, but it works for her. And I think I want to do like some stuff on TikTok that is short form, like that's actually short form but entertaining.
Right. Yeah.
Just make people laugh.
Yeah. you can always share clips.
Yeah,
and
you
then
can cut
try
out
to drive
clips,
people.
Yeah.
The one thing I learned this from the channel Think Media. He does this stuff. And YouTube, well, Google owns YouTube.
Yeah.
Google is the #1 search engine, and YouTube is #2. And so if you Google something, you search it, oftentimes YouTube videos will pop up.
Yeah.
And his thing was, like TikTok or Instagram, you put a video out there, and it might get some views, or it might get a lot of views. It might get millions of views. But then, I don't know how long it'll stay there, and then it just kind of goes away.
Yeah. Whereas
YouTube, more likely somebody's searching. And so somebody might search how are Amish straw hats made. They're going to find your video on YouTube.
Yeah.
They're not going to find it easily. They could, but it's not as likely for them to find it or search that on TikTok or Instagram. Yeah. They're likely going to search it on YouTube. And so the thing is that you're more likely to be discovered by search. Yeah. Rather than just somebody. And, the whole TikTok is just scrolling through.
Yeah, it is. So it's so addictive.
Yeah. And it makes no sense for them to pull out old videos and put them in your feed. Yeah. Because there's so much new videos out there that so it just sits there. And so I think long term you're still better off YouTube. And just keep building it. It's a machine once you get it built. Yeah. And we talked earlier about like real estate and whatever. For us, we have a lot more videos now, and so we do better. And it's like if you own a couple of rental properties, but once you own 100, you're going to do a lot better to see that portfolio build up.
How many videos do you have on your platform now?
I don't even know. I've seen that. I think it was last year, Christmas, that we did a giveaway. We just announced one again last night. Okay. So,
how do I enter for that giveaway?
So on our channel, Shit Happens. There's a video on that'll be on there until New Year's of 2025. So I don't know when you upload this, but there's a link in there that you click and you put in your email. Okay. And then you enter, and we're doing 5 $100 gift cards, like Visa gift cards. Nice. So that's an idea you could do.
Yeah, I'm gonna start giving some hats away.
There you go.
So just some hats. I guess it's announced officially right now
that you're giving away hats.
That I'm giving away hats. Maybe we'll do something like, I don't know, 5 hats at 5,000 and 10 hats at 10,000 or something. I don't know. But we're almost at 5,000. Can you believe that? Like
subscribers?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
From the last time we talked, I think we were at just a few hundred, maybe.
Yeah, you were less than 1,000. It's crazy how much easier it is. Like, it is so much easier to build anything online. I mean, anything. Like, that's why...
Easier? What are you talking about, Josh? We've been working for almost a year to get to this point.
I would say I'm not an expert on this. I just think 10 years ago, you would not be
you mean fast. Easier now than it was back in the day? Yeah. I agree. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah. With that statement, I thought you meant easier than anything else that you might be working on.
No, I don't know about that. But in the world where people that are complaining that they're broke and there's, they can't make a living. Yeah. Dude, it's so easy to make a living it's more expensive. Yeah. But it's easier to make money than it ever was.
I agree. I agree. I think we have more wealth, more young, wealthy people than we've ever had before. And if you're not... if you're not like able to make decent money to support your family right now, then I guess like you're passing up a lot of opportunity. Yeah. With what you're saying, like online, that it's easier now online to make money than it ever has been before in history. Yeah. And it takes, like what I was talking about earlier, like it takes it took us almost a year to see any kind of, I guess, fruit from our labor, so to speak.
Yeah.
So like there's videos, and I share it with the audience before. Like, if it wasn't for some nice comments, I probably wouldn't have uploaded another video, because it's just like, man, like, you're doing all this work up front, you're recording, it's, people see the finished product. Yeah. But when you're the guy recording and you're scheduling all that and you're doing the interviews, like, that's a lot of hours. Plus, like, I'm running another business, so
right.
And I get paid from that business.
Yeah.
So when I go to work, there, I get paid. This one, like, I'm not getting paid.
Yeah.
So it's, I think it is, like, what you're saying, like, just staying consistent. That's what I'm kind of seeing now. Is like, okay, we just stay consistent. Mm-hmm. Hopefully one day it will feed the family.
Yeah. And think long term.
Yeah.
That's something that people have a hard time with, is to think long term, because, you're just thinking what's going to pay me right now. Mm-hmm. Instead of...
Well, it's survival mode, right? I mean, most people live there. And I live there all the time.
Yeah.
Like, survival mode. Mm-hmm. What's going to pay me right now?
You have to do that too, but there's like, it goes so much deeper, because I think...
Yeah, I agree.
People they have too much debt because they want everything now. Mm-hmm. Now they have all this debt, so now they're trying to keep up with their payments. And there's no opportunity, there's no time left to, quit your job for 2 weeks to figure out something different, because, well, you don't have any money.
Yeah.
And that's because your living expense is too high. Because you want everything now. You want all the fancy stuff. Like, I have a nice truck sitting out there that I love driving. This is the first time, I'm 37 years old. It's a 2023 F-150. The first time I have a almost new vehicle. The truck I had before was a 09. The one before that was a 03. And I've had both of them. One of them I had for 10 years, one I had for 6 years. Paid a few $1,000s for them. Paid them off. And, well, the 09 we paid cash for. So, all I'm saying is, I wanted a nice truck, but I refused to go in debt to buy it. Yeah. So I would just buy cheap stuff and drive it.
Yeah.
Until I could afford it. And so now I don't have a huge, stupid bill that I can't afford. And there's the freedom you get with that. Like, once you're debt-free, the freedom of being debt-free, to me, is more powerful than having the nice stuff.
Oh, for sure. Because when you have debt on it, doesn't that mean that the nice stuff has you?
It does, yeah. It does.
I mean, you don't really have it. You have it to enjoy it, but you got to go slave away to pay for it.
That's true.
And it's like yeah, I agree with you. I think debt is like the bigger problem, for people.
Yeah.
And I've had my moments with that too, my experiences.
Yeah. Me
along
too.
the way. It's just you got to figure out how to avoid it as much as possible.
Yeah.
Like, vehicle debt is something that
that's the worst.
I do not want to be a part of, just simply because, like, a property goes up in value. You get debt on a property, it goes up in value.
Right. Yeah.
Worst case scenario, you're a horrible negotiator. You break even, you sell the property.
Right. Yeah.
You never, ever, hardly ever will you do that with a vehicle. I mean, you buy a vehicle, you pay for, you get a loan on it, you make the payments, you're going to sell it for less than what you paid for it.
The value goes down as soon as you drive it off.
I think, I think debt is a big factor that plays into people's freedoms.
Yeah, that was the thing. That's what I think about it. I don't think they realize how much it takes their freedom away.
Yeah.
Because they're slaves to their debt, and they can't think of, well, let me go try something different. Yeah. And, man, I'm not going to brag, but I'm also not going to not speak the truth. But don't think I'm on a high horse bragging about, I've done it all right. Dude, I was broke. I was miserable. I was suicidal. I was crappy.
Yeah.
I was paycheck to paycheck in debt for quite a while. It sucked. So I was there.
Yeah.
And I can tell you, not being there is better. And there's more than one way to do it. But
so you learned your lesson?
Yeah. I learned my lesson. And but no, there's just so many things. Just like I mentioned, those stove fans that I sell, that the Amish put them on their wood stoves. And the heat powers the fan and it blows the heat a little bit. And it was just something that, again, I was looking for an opportunity. And that's how I discovered it.
Oh.
And so now I advertise those things. And the most I did was $13,000 in 1 month in sales. From just the little fans just to Amish people.
Wow.
And over the years, I've gotten wholesale customers now that they'll buy a bulk of them and sell them. And it's about 50% profit. So that means about $6,500 of that was actually profit.
Wow.
So now I have something else. This one I will not announce on here because I'll get to protect my stuff. But another product that I'm going to add to the line.
Yeah, I think you just created some competition in the fan world.
You can have it. I don't really care. I got something better.
I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about the thousands of other people that watch. You got to have a connection in the Amish community, though. That's the caveat.
But, my point is just that there's stuff like that you might never think of. Like, who would have thought? Maybe somebody else did, but you just got to think. Yeah, you got to think outside the box. The better part to that is tell your brain what you want, and it will find it. Brain's a powerful machine. Yeah, it'll find what you're looking for if you tell it. People don't tell it what to look for.
That's some good advice.
Yeah, it's just like you want a good wife. Write down what that looks like, so your brain knows what to look for, and then it'll be, hey, check out her.
There's a good wife.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, this has been a super interesting conversation today. A great episode. Yeah. Thank you for doing this again. I really appreciate it.
I enjoyed it.
I enjoy.
Appreciate the hat.
The conversation every time we have it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Make sure you grow your hair out so that hat fits on there properly.
I gotta figure out what to do to get my hat bigger. Need a bigger hat.
Yeah, I've had to get rid of my long hair, because the audience is like, they're not having it.
Oh, they don't like it.
They don't like it. Do you remember?
Yeah, a fake beard. Was it fake?
No, not the fake beard. Okay. No, it was the hair.
Yeah, I remember. Huh.
So they wanted me to cut it, so I got rid of my long hair.
Nice.
Anyway, thank you for tuning in. And remember to always be intentional. And we'll see you in the next video.
Man, I could take this hat cam.